To start this off, I think it's very important to talk about the difference between plant-based and vegan. Someone who's plant-based doesn't consume animal products. That's as far as it goes. Usually it's for health or environmental reasons. Someone who's vegan is also plant-based, but it doesn't stop there. They also don't wear anything that came from an animal, such as leather, wool, or silk. They don't buy items that contain animal products or were tested on animals. They don't support places that exploit animals like zoos, circuses, and rodeos. To sum it up, vegans do what they can to not contribute to the suffering of animals. To me, the words vegan diet are completely unnecessary. I feel like it confuses people as to what veganism actually is. Alright, time to move on to the questions. I put up one of those anonymous question bubbles on my Instagram I think 3 times, and I compiled all the questions related to veganism. There's questions and then there's also just comments, so I'm going to address both of those. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything, and everything that I say here is my personal opinion, and it doesn't reflect those of other vegans, because vegans, just like anyone else, have various opinions on things. All right, let's go. First question is, for someone who's not ready to be vegan, do you have any resources for ethical farming and where to purchase from? No, I do not, because there's no such thing as ethical farming, so I can't recommend anything. There's nothing ethical about farming, even if it says free range, organic, or whatever kind of bullshit label they put on it. Animals are still killed, and there's nothing ethical about that. Animals are still forcefully impregnated, the male chicks are still ground up, calves are still taken away from their mothers at a very young age. I cannot and will not ever say that those things are okay to do. I've rescued chickens from these free-range organic farms, and I can show you pictures and videos of what these chickens look like coming out of these farms. They're not given any kind of antibiotics to keep those labels, so they're often very sick. One farm I went to, we were rescuing, I think, 700 chickens, and I had people start feeling the bellies of every bird before we put them in the cage, because there was so many hens with belly masses, which meant that they probably have cancer and were going to die pretty soon. And all that is because they are laying so many eggs. It's not natural for chickens to lay 300 eggs a year. We've just bred them to be these fucking machines, and it wreaks havoc on their bodies. It's disgusting. I can show you pictures and videos of what these chickens look like. I've also been inside of the battery cage farms, and these chickens spend 2 years in these tiny cages, and then they're killed. It's disgusting. And when we went in there, we had to decide who to take and who to leave behind. So when we looked back at the cages we went through, you would see like one random hen in certain cages because they had an injury or an illness that was too far for us to be able to save them. So the next morning after we left, all those chickens that remained were stuffed into garbage cans and gassed. They were killing 60,000 at a time, and we were only able to take 700. And then as soon as we hit 700, the very next cage, we had to be like, look at those hens and be like, sorry, like, we can only take so many of you. And I honestly don't think I fully processed all of this, because you just had to keep going. So many chickens died in my arms as I was caring for them. And people think that veganism's a joke. They think it's funny. If they were to go into these places, they wouldn't think so. I've been to slaughterhouses outside as these animals are being brought in. Cows, pigs, chickens. And to look into their eyes and know that in a couple hours' time they're going to be dead. And they don't deserve that. All right, moving on. What's your view? Oh shit. What's your view on vegans who will support influencers financially yet don't support sanctuaries, legal defense funds, etc.? Um, if you take a look at the top vegan influencers, they all have a few things in common. They're all white males, and that's super problematic because most white males are fucking problematic. I'm just gonna say it. Maybe not most. I don't know. There's a lot. A good chunk of white males are fucking problematic, and we've been problematic since the beginning of fucking time. So that's not the type of person that I think should be the forefront of this movement that's supposed to be full of compassion. It's also not a fair representation of the vegan community. I don't know what the statistic is, but there's far more women in the vegan movement than men. I think vegan influencers, or kind of any influencers for that matter, are a joke. Don't look up to people. Don't look up to celebrities. Do your own thing. Make your community better. Don't idolize these fucking clowns. Seriously. It's all fake anyway. And if you're looking for somewhere to donate, you should check out the organizations that Connie Spence runs. I will link her organizations below. Liberation 360 and the Ag Fairness Alliance. They're doing great things. So check them out. Donate if you can. All right. We need animal products to be healthy. I'm not a nutritionist, so I can't really address this, but I know that you can be at least as healthy on a vegan diet as a standard American diet or whatever fucking diet you want to say. But also, according to the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, appropriately planned vegetarian, including vegan diets are healthy, nutritionally adequate, and may provide health benefits for the prevention and treatment of certain diseases. These diets are appropriate for all stages of life cycle, including pregnancy, lactation, infancy, childhood, adolescence, older adulthood, and for athletes. So a bunch of people that know what they're talking about say, yeah, you can be healthy on a vegan diet. So take it as you will. Again, I don't have the experience or knowledge to address that. I know that I'm healthy and I'm on a vegan diet. So I don't take any supplements and I don't eat particularly well. Every year I get a vitamin and mineral panel and it always comes back totally fine. I'm usually a little low on vitamin B12, but it's the low side of normal, so I don't take a supplement. And actually, most Americans are deficient in B12, so it's not a specific problem to veganism. Everyone should be taking a B12 supplement if you need it. But I'll put my blood work up against yours. Let's see it. Send me yours and I'll send you mine and we can compare. But this is just me and everyone's different. I know some vegans who are low on iron, so they cook some food in a cast iron skillet now and then, and that is enough. As long as you eat a variety of plant-based foods, you're going to be okay. I don't eat a huge variety, but I try to eat some greens now and then, and I eat a lot of the fake meat. If we aren't meant to eat meat, why do we have sharp canine teeth? These are not sharp canine teeth. If you take a look at animals that are meant to eat meat, they have humongous canine teeth. But also, if you look at gorillas or fruit bats, they don't eat meat and they have huge canines. So stop with that one. I think that was the very first stupid comment I ever got when I went vegetarian, and I didn't know how to answer it. I was just like, and it's so dumb. But when it comes down to it, who fucking cares? Even if these were meant to eat meat, it doesn't mean that we have to. This isn't justification for unnecessarily killing animals. Stop. God, I hate these so much. They're so stupid. It's a circle of life, part of nature. You wouldn't tell a lion to be vegan. It's natural. I mean, I could address each one of those, but when it comes down to it, who fucking cares? Who cares? Next one is not everyone can go vegan. Yes, that's true. A lot of people don't have access to healthy, fresh food, and so they can't go vegan, but I'm assuming that you can. Or is this some kind of like solidarity thing? You won't go vegan until everyone in the world can go vegan because you're super fucking noble. No, most vegans go back to eating animal products. I don't know. I can't answer that one. I'd like to know if these folks were plant-based or vegans, because plant-based people go back and forth all the time, but vegans usually don't. So I can't speak to that. I know there was some stupid study about how many vegans ate meat when they were drunk or something like that, but I would guess that they were plant-based, not vegan, because I know that I would never eat animal products no matter what I was doing. We've been eating animals forever. Again, I am not going to get into this because it does not matter. We evolved, so maybe it's time to evolve past eating animal products. Why are vegans so annoying? I mean, some vegans are annoying, but I'm willing to bet that those people were fucking annoying before they went vegan, so you can't blame it on the veganism. And you're kind of annoying for asking that. What was the most difficult food to stop eating? I think it was items that contained milk and egg, because they put milk in like everything. Something that has no business having whey or some kind of milk product in it. It's like they need to get rid of it, so they just like stuff it into random shit. So I'd say that was the hardest because it's just in so much stuff. What made you go vegan? I had a really long thing typed up, like a story going back to when I was a kid, but to sum it all up, I just matched my actions with my ethics. I said I love animals and you don't harm those you love. So put two and two together, that's why. To wrap this up, I think it's super weird to make fun of veganism. If you have a problem with veganism, I think you should look inward and try to uncover the reason why. I think I'm just going to leave it at that. At its core, veganism is about trying your best to not hurt animals. That's it. Why is that offensive to some? And why are most of the people who are offended by it men? So if you have additional questions, pop them down in the comments. If you want to tell me that I'm a weak little soy boy, throw it down there. I welcome it. It's nothing I haven't heard a million times already. You're not original. The world needs some more compassion, and to shit on people who believe in that, that's fucked up. But when it comes down to it, I don't care. I'm used to it, and it doesn't hurt me. It is more of a reflection on the people making fun of veganism than it is on me. It's not a good look. I don't know, we're all fucked. That's all there is to it. If you hated it, please like and subscribe. If you're interested in going vegan, let me know. I have a lot of good resources for you. Okay, that's it.